Hey, welcome back. What we have here is the pumpkin that we were talking about. That is right out of the squash itself. And
Squash, not pumpkin.
no, this is pumpkin.
Oh, it is.
Okay, so I actually have pumpkin frozen from pumpkin puree frozen from last fall. I generally will get a bunch of sugar pumpkins, bake them, puree them, and store it. But it turns out that some of the stuff I pulled out to thaw for this experiment was actually butternut squash soup. I didn't label it. so I do have some pumpkin here, and we are going to put it in the mill, okay, because we need to make it smoother. Again, you can use your food processor for this, or your Ninja, or whatever tool you have. We're really only going to need a cup here. Isn't this thrilling?
It's great.
All right. Push this down. What we have. Might be about a cup. Okay, so I'll put this to the side. This is a pre-measured cup. Okay, bear with me one moment. Mixing bowl and a you know, our cute little whisk here.
With its cute
it is actually coated, which I like to use with a stainless steel. I hate the metal on metal, but that's just a personal thing. Okay, so we need 3 eggs. This is
Do you want me to break one?
a highly naturopathic. Yes, it is dairy free, but it is free of little else. In fact, what we are making today is a coffee rum pumpkin pie. Okay, rinsing hands from egg. Okay. Lightly beat the egg. Not too much, there we go. We're going to add 1 cup of pumpkin. And then we have, all right, bear with me, getting another measuring cup. Okay, other one must be in the dishwasher. Okay, so here we are. Okay, half. And another half. So we have 3 eggs, 2 cups of pumpkin. Okay. If you want to see the difference, you see that texture there. And if you can see, that's through the mill. And here's squash that isn't in the mill. You can see how fibrous it still is. Okay, that's why we mill it. It's much better in the pie. So we're mixing this in. We have 3/4 of a cup dark brown sugar, firmly packed. There you go. See, firmly packed. 1 tablespoon of molasses.
Oh God! Here
And
we go.
no, I'm not sponsored.
Here we go.
Anticipation is making me wait. Do. Okay, yes, it's slow as molasses in January. Okay, because that's okay. All right, we have a quarter teaspoon of salt. Yeah, there we go.
Going to.
Okay. All right, so pumpkin pie crust. It's diverging a little bit because it's actually out here, but I'm cheating a little bit today, and I'm using a pre-made crust. because you guys really didn't want to watch me make pie crust. So the thing to look out for when you're buying a pre-made crust is look out for shortening. You don't want any of the hydrogenated oils in the shortening. Now granted, shortening makes an amazing pie crust. Nice and flaky, it's perfect, but shortening is, well, toxic to us. So I said, you kind of want to go for lard or cut butter into it or coconut oil. It makes it much more challenging. It's really hard to get the texture you want in a pie crust if you're using just like a coconut oil. But this one is actually purchased at a local grocery store, and it doesn't actually have any shortening in it, so we're okay. All right, so back to the mix here. We've got the molasses, we've got the 3 eggs, we've got the 2 cups of pumpkin, we've got the 3/4 cup of brown sugar. It was a tablespoon of molasses. We're mixing that together. We also have the 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now comes the really good stuff. Now, I like a good amount of cinnamon in my pumpkin pie. So I do have pumpkin pie spice that is actually pre-mixed, but which has just about everything in it, but we're gonna use about 1/4 extra of cinnamon. So 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and we've got our pre-mixed, I label it for the spice rack. So pumpkin pie spice from Trader Joe's, from whence all good things come. But you can pretty much get pre-mixed pumpkin pie spice anywhere, but I really like their combination. Okay, we're doing 1/2 teaspoon, and we'll do another little 1/4 because why not? Okay, so 3/4, wait a minute, 1/2 teaspoon, no, 1/4, sorry, doing math in my head. Okay, sorry, no, we actually do need a little bit more. Good, woohoo! All right, cinnamon cap.
Oh, yeah, now it's not like pumpkin pie.
All right, mixing this in. All right. So you can see it's actually the color now of what you want a nice pumpkin pie to look like. There are 2 things we have not added yet. We need to add our milk, and we need to add, as this is a coffee rum pumpkin pie, we need to add the really good stuff. So I'm pretty sure I need a cup of milk. Okay, 1 cup.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, as you can see, I am using almond milk. So this is a dairy-free pumpkin pie.
Look at that, beautiful.
Okay, mixing that in. And I'm only going to use, I'm sorry, a 1/4 cup of the coffee rum. So the coffee rum, the brown sugar and molasses, really bring out all of those caramels that you don't get if you just use sugar. And I love how that plays off the pumpkin and the pumpkin pie spice versus just using regular sugar. It ends up just being sweet. So this actually has a whole lot more character to it. Now it is blended really well. We have a pie crust that is ready to go, but we have an oven that's preheating to 450. Yes, 450. Seems awfully hot to me too. Well, what I like to do first is we're going to score the bottom of the pie crust. Gotta make a few little holes here. And we put the pie crust on a baking sheet so that it doesn't spill over. But we're gonna put the pie crust in the oven first. Get it a little browned. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. It's gonna lift a little bit, even with the holes. And then you push it down, and then pull it out of the oven. I'll show you. We're gonna pour it in so that we're not transferring and risking spilling all the pumpkin. So this is gonna go in the oven now to brown. And we'll be back when it is browned and we're pouring the filling in. Thank you. Look.